to the Long Bangers Friday preview show. I'm Matty,
Hello, I'm Colin.
and it's in association with Leith Spirits. Colin, how are you doing?
Good mate, I'm sitting in my cardigan here just to keep your fans happy because I know they like it when I'm wearing cardigans.
Everybody likes well, I was gonna say everybody likes cardigans. There's a particular set of football fans who like cardigans. Colin, I'm
Apparently,
casting no aspersions on
apparently.
it. Uh,
Who made that one up though? That's the shitest rumour in the world, eh?
I don't know. Cardigans and rovers and committees and making sure you
I
take a
d-
tray to carry your drinks back to
remember,
the table and all this shit.
do you remember, do you remember
You
when
remember?
I rolled my car on the Wisp
Uh
into the
huh.
field? I was a rover.
Was
I
it?
never had my cardigan on though.
That fucking hell.
Mhm.
Right, we'll move on before you're in danger of doing a ramble here. Like we'll
Well,
have we'll go viral. uh, the offence to the ramble. Right, what we're doing, we're doing the preview show, so let me get the old teams up on the screen, right? And hopefully you can see that now, Colin.
mhm. Yeah.
Excellent. Right, so Dundee versus Hibs tomorrow evening. It's a 5:45 kickoff up at the Scot Foam Stadium. When did it change for Dens Park?
Fuck knows. At Dens Park. Scot Foam Stadium at Dens
Oh, that
Park.
Dens Park. That's fucking even more stupid.
They're doing that
Right.
with Twickenham now. Doing it the road they don't call it Twickenham, they call it remember, like the Allianz Arena at Twickenham or something like that.
That's just to try and keep everybody happy. To say, like,
Mm.
aye, we're going to bend over and take the sponsorship, but we'll also
Aye,
still pretend we're just calling it
correct.
what it's always been called.
Heritage. Yeah.
Aye. Now, I have no problem with stadium sponsorship. See if they did it at Easter Road, I'd still call it Easter Road. It's not like I would be calling it like the fucking
No, agreed.
the Black Knight Stadium or whatever. Right, talk us through your starting lineup, Colin.
Oh man, honestly, I had a few attempts at this and I kept changing the formation and stuff over last night and then a wee bit of lunchtime there today. I think I said it to you and John when I messaged it on. I kind of got to the fuck it, that'll do stage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this is. Now, I don't know if I'm half thinking this is what I want it to be, or I'm half thinking this is what he might pick. Right. So I don't know. I don't know where I'm with it. But I mean, the goalie, I'm thinking the goalie needs to change, right? Now,
Uh-huh.
I'm not convinced Gray will do that, but I'm thinking I would. And I know the guy's not played much football and all that, but like if he's not getting a chance now, when is he getting a chance? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I think the fullbacks are set there. Ekpiteta, he's been actually a decent signing, I think, this season.
Mm-hmm.
Made obviously the pass back error at St Mirren in the first game. With him hooking O'Hora at half time after another, his second individual error, I thought he might go for a change there. Now, I know we brought a Rocky on for him, but I've went for Iredale because of the left sided thing.
Yep.
Try to bring the proper balance. Midfield, I've went with Triantis and Newell again, and Kwon got hooked. I know Triantis did as well. I think Newell will stay because he's the captain. He's no that bad. You know, I'm not saying he's as good as what we would want or expect or often enough, but I think he'll play. And I don't think we've got enough. Well, I was going to say daft. We've definitely got enough bodies to change the whole midfield, right? But I don't know if we've got enough quality to change the midfield. So I think Trent stays in. And I brought Levitt in. One reason I think he done all right when he came on a couple of weeks ago, but two,
Mm-hmm.
just to shut every fucker up, eh? Like, give him a chance, and then just get like, let's just fucking sink or swim. Dylan, there you go, your chance. If you do take it, then we can all just resign ourselves saying, nah. Um, and then I've gone for Hoylett and Nicky Cadden. Now it's the way it's laid out. I would have them a bit wider than they're showing there.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, sort of a bit wider than that, but behind the striker, but in a wider area. And I've put, I assume Kaharovic is back fit. Well, he was suspended, wasn't he? So
He was
he'll be
suspended,
back.
yes, so you should come back in
Yeah.
or be available at least.
Aye, so I thought the one guy up front on his own, he's more suited to that than uh, Gill. So that's my thinking. No much of that. A lot of thinking, but not really a lot of resolution. Like I just
Aye.
kept thinking about it and changing the formation. And like, I see when you do that, that's a pain in the arse. Because see when you change the formation, it knocks like a beat into midfield and all that. So you've got to delete them and add them back. It's a pain in the arse.
This is you hit that point doing it for this. I think David Gray hit that point about half time against St Mirren. I also think you're obviously getting into the festives, but this is a Christmas tree formation, isn't it? Like it's got that,
Aye.
or the
Terry
first
Venables.
Christmas tree.
That's what
Aye,
Terry Venables called it, when he was in the Euro '96.
aye. I don't know. I think it lacks width there. Like I know you were saying, like Hoylett and Nicky Cadden are probably wider than the show now. So would you have them like a lot wider, or is it just like sort of
I
in
know.
line
I would
with
have.
Newell and Levitt?
Aye. I would have them wider than that. But I would also have a beat and Cadden covering up the wide areas as well. Asking them to take it up and down a bit.
It's an interesting. We definitely need to overrun in the midfield, eh? Like with the five bodies there, really is what you're looking at, and I guess coming forward, you'll be looking at Cadden and Obita pushing forward as well to support the.
And I was trying to get a balance between like a game we need to win, but also one make sure we didn't lose. So that's kind of because I had three at the back at one point. I've not seen your team yet, actually, have I? Oh no, you sent it last night when we were pissed.
Yeah, I can't remember what I put, to be fair, so that's going to
It'll
be
be good to
interesting when we
see.
get there. Yep.
I went through the three at the back. I went 4-5-1. I went, I had 4-2-3-1. I had 4-3-3, and I kept changing it. And I was like, fuck, I just need to fucking pick one and send them it.
That's not a bad team, I don't think. Like,
Well, that's the
I
thing.
think
We
you've
say
got a bit
that
of
every
option
week.
for a bit of option how you set up. I think my worry, it'll be the same with my team as well. We're set up for playing balls into the box. Kukovic hasn't been playing in the box enough for my liking. Like, but I don't think we've had any striker that has been like to get on the end of crosses. Like, he's been sort of linking up play, but then no burst in the gut to get into the box. But I tell you what we'll do. We'll bring on the next team. So the next team was sent in by Sandy Thievenot, and I hope I pronounce your surname right, Sandy, who messaged us earlier in the week and submitted the team for tonight's show. And I said I would definitely include it if I remembered, and by fucking miracle, I actually remembered. So we've not got too much in the way of thinking behind it, but Bursick in goals, Ekpatet, O'Hara, and Bashiri. Obita on the left, Cadden on the right, also Cadden on the left, and Nicky Cadden this time in the left midfield. Levitt, central midfield, and Hoylett on the right, and then Boyle and Gale up top. Check that team.
I'm looking at that thinking, where's the midfield?
That's been most games this season, though, isn't it?
I know, but we're actually literally just saying fuck it then. Because we've got Levitt in the middle, and that's it. The other ones are like wide attacking players.
Aye, I think that's you're probably looking at Levitt picking up the ball from O'Hara and Ekpatet, just pinging it along, try to get in behind them.
Yeah, because there's nothing else there. It's attacking wide players. So yeah, I'm a bit. I don't think that'll. I don't think that'll be the team that's picked. Put it that way. The formation maybe, but I don't think if you're picking three, it's not those three in the middle. For my opinion, like
aye. I technically, I would be worried about being exposed through the middle. I think it would, and against Dundee, I think you can't really afford to give up that area of the pitch like easily. Okay, thanks for sending it in, Sandy. And obviously, if anybody else has got teams that they want to submit for these shows, just get in touch with us in advance, and we'll put them up and talk about them. This is mine, and again, this is as much a surprise to me as it is to you, Colin, because I did this after some pints, some vodka, some rums on the train home last night, trying to keep myself awake. Right. In fact, I've got St Mirren and the club badge up there as well. Was this my fucking team for the week before? Hold on a second. I'm going to have to do a quick steward's inquiry while we're looking here, because I think.
Aye, it says St Mirren at the top.
Aye.
Is that what you done last night?
I didn't think I shared that last night. I think the way I did it was different.
I'm just going to dig in it.
But I thought I just. I did send a different one. I wonder how I've copied
that.
You
did, aye, because you put 4 at the back today. Well, yesterday.
Right. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll stop the sharing now, and I'll just quickly fix that. And
what a fuck up, eh?
Oh,
what a mess!
I thought it was all prepared there. And
dealing with that as a hangover. That's what happens.
I know, it's fucking dreadful. It was a good night, though. By the way, we were in Copper Blossom. And
Where's that about then?
It's George Street.
Oh, right, okay.
Kind of at the west end of George Street. It was good. So we had a bit of food, and lots to drink. And it was a drink really that kind of caused the damage, as tends to be the case in these things. So I've not quite been with it today, if I'm honest with you. It's been a tough day at work to get through. I've soldiered on. I've done what I needed to do. Right, here we go. Proper team coming up. And look at that, as if by magic. Seamless as well. Right, and it's even more surprising now that I look at it. Right, so Bursick in goals. I kind of went with, I didn't think he'll change the goalkeeper. I just don't. I don't think he will. And I was almost about to say that I think Bursick is as bad as everybody's made out, but he is. Like I'm clutching.
He's made too many
mistakes.
He's made too many mistakes, but I don't think he's like at Zibby levels yet.
No, not quite. Right, then I've got Kadenek, Pateta, Hora, and a Beta, which I think is pretty much a standard back four for us. And then 5 across the midfield, which was I put Yuan on the right, so get him coming into the first team. Newell, Kwon, and Levitt. So I dropped Giannis for the team, which I think I could have went either way. You dropped Kwon.
Yeah.
I think you could have tossed a coin between them. Hoylett on the left. So I think my left hand side is the same as yours. The right hand side is slightly different, and I put Gale.
I put Nicky Cadden in on the left, mate. Like on the.
Oh, so you did. You had Hoylett on the right, didn't you? So I thought, go back to what I was saying about wanting somebody in the box. I think Gale's much more of a penalty box striker than Kukarovic has shown. A similar idea to you. I think Levitt did quite well against St Mirren. I thought you could put him in and see how he gets on. I think we need somebody to kind of get their foot on the ball and make passes that aren't just basic passes. Like we need somebody to try to make the passes that cut a team open.
Yeah.
Boyle, I think, has been off form for a wee while. He's been away with Australia, so
he's not been playing. He's just been away with him.
I know, but it's like a big trip and everything.
Oh,
like,
I know, but what I mean
is,
he's not even getting a game for them.
Correct. So I thought Yuan's been training. He's been posting these videos on Instagram and that, doing a wee bit extra personal training and all the rest. I quite like that, good attitude, etc. So I thought put Yuan on the right, and then you've got the option to bring in Boyle on later on. And Gale, I don't know. I think there's no point in bringing Gale in if we're not going to play him.
We only brought him in because to cover, though, didn't we? Really, like he wasn't getting signed until Boyle got injured.
We did, but go back to what we were talking about with David Gray, just sort of continue playing players that aren't contributing, and I think that's Miko. Like I think Miko's been anywhere near good enough this season, and I think it's just like almost at the point where he needs to be saying like, your position's no guaranteed. Same with Chantis, like he's brought Chantis in, he's played them every time he's been available. He's not been great. Take him out of the team. He could have done it with Kwon.
And you're doing it with Hora here.
I am. Well. I am. I quite like Hora though. I think he made that mistake against St Mirren, but I don't think he's a repeat offender.
Well, he's done it against Dundee as well, but so he's made 2. And I agree though. I think he actually looks all right, but he's made 2 absolute howlers that have cost 2 goals in 2 games in effect.
Aye. Right. So
anyway. and he's trying to stop the individual mistakes. So how do you do it? Like you've got to get to a point where you go, fuck it, that's 2, that's 3, whatever. You're out. Although he's not done it with the goalie.
Aye. But I think it's harder to take with the goalie away. That's kind of what we were.
Protected species, eh?
Aye. Although maybe that's just like let's say that Ken. There's nothing to say that you can't sub off a goalie. Right, we'll get the form guide up, Colin. You maybe get a wee bit of encouragement when you see the form guide.
Oh, good.
Because it's not a great picture for us, but it's also not a great picture for Dundee either.
Well, we bought them though. That's good then.
We are shite. 3 points for 6 games, which is horrendous. But Dundee only 6 points. Right? I mean, they have got the 2 wins in it. It shows you the difference it makes. They've not really won loads of games.
But did they beat Motherwell and Kilmarnock?
Aye, 2 wins instead of 3 draws, and obviously you're 3 points better off. So, I think we need to be particularly scared about going to Dundee. And when we played them earlier in the season, I didn't think they were much better than us.
Yeah. No, we should have beat them. But it was a late equaliser, wasn't it? Or did we lose? Was it a draw?
It was a draw.
Aye, it was when O'Hara switched off and Murray sneaked in.
Right enough.
So that was the So we should have beat them, but it wasn't a comfortable win. Like obviously because we lost the late goal because of
Mm-hmm.
individual mistake again. But that's because we don't score enough at the other end to allow for lapses of concentration at the other end.
Aye, and they're no like Dundee. They're no particularly high scoring. They've scored 8, so a couple of goals more than us, and that's been our like sort of our downfall. Really, is not
Mm-hmm.
getting enough goals. They're only 2 better off. They've actually conceded 4 more than us over those.
Yeah. You look at their defeats there, 4-1s
Aye,
and 3-2s and stuff. So they're high scoring losses as well.
yeah. So, I mean, I guess it's probably going to be goals in the game. I don't think the defenses for either team are particularly good. Um, so that one you could toss a coin away. What do you think it means for David Gray? We were talking about this in the Observer earlier on. When they were doing the lunchtime show, I was on with Liam
I
and
prefer the evening news,
they
man.
and we were talking about like the importance of this week coming up for David Gray. So starting tomorrow, and then Aberdeen on Tuesday, Motherwell on Saturday. One of the points I made was tomorrow should give you a sense of how much the players are busting the gut for the manager, because everybody saw what happened last Monday with the statement coming out, and knows how precarious the position is. So it's almost like everybody's got a second chance. Like, kind of like if you're a player and
Yeah.
you're wanting to do your best for the manager and it doesn't work out for whatever reason, and then they get sacked and you can't do anything about it after that. Like they've been sacked, that decision's made. This time they've actually got a chance to do, like, he might have been sacked, but we got away with it. Let's go and do something about it. Do you think if we see like a really poor performance tomorrow, that is telling, or do you think it's just because we're shite?
That's a good question. I don't know actually. I'd probably want to see because I think if we get beat, folk will say, "Oh, they're not playing for the manager's lost the dressing room," because that's what folks say. But
Mm-hmm.
I think I would need to see it rather than assume it now. You know what I mean? I would need,
Aye.
but it's one to watch for because it's you would think actions speak louder than words. Like, but normally, like after they get sacked, how many times have we had? He was a good coach, and sad to see him go, and blah blah blah. Well, see all the words you've said before. See if you mean them this time. Go and just like show us on Saturday up
Exactly.
at
Yeah.
Dundee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it will show that they care?
I think that I think it will show that they care, and I genuinely think that the players are behind the manager. I think we've been unlucky to an extent in some of the games, and I think the players are playing with a lot of pressure on them, and they're making mistakes as a result of that pressure because of where we are. And that's
Mm,
just something they're going to have to learn to cope with, or Gray's going to have to give them the confidence to cope with
yeah.
it. But I've not really had the sense that the players have chucked it. And I know, like when Martin Burrow missed the penalty against St Mirren, and we were talking about having shades that Livingston game when Jack Ross got sacked, which definitely felt like the players had chucked it. If you mind that McGinn and Hanlon got sent off in that game, it was like everything
Mm,
that could have gone wrong went wrong.
yeah.
But I think if you look at the other performances through the season, it's not like a team that's no trying. It's not a team that's that showed that they've got no quality whatsoever. They've been good in some of the games, or at least as good as the opponent.
Yeah.
Um, so I would be surprised if we were totally abject, but I wouldn't surprise. Well, so it wouldn't surprise me. It would surprise. What am I trying to say here? I can. It's possible. Like because the last time we played Dundee, we were talking about how the players need to come out start of the season. We've just had the 2 games against Celtic and the Gubbin of St Mirren. This is where they can really make a start of the season, and they came out like a fucking training match.
Mhm.
And so I know that team's got it in them. So maybe it wouldn't surprise me. But my gut feel is I think they'll come out and show that they're fighting for the manager.
Yeah.
Jackie survives if he doesn't get at least a couple of wins this week.
This week on the next 3 games.
Aye,
Aye, I do.
you do.
Aye, I don't. So what is it? Dundee, St Mirren? No, Dundee, Aberdeen, and Motherwell.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right.
I don't think. I don't think he needs to win. He does need to win more than that, right? But I don't think to keep his job, he needs to win 2 of those 3 games. I think a draw and a win would be he'll keep his job. Well, I don't like they've just said he's no fucking getting
I
sacked,
know,
and we're already speculating on when he's going to get sacked. It's
I know,
fucking
but
frustrating.
that's because of the statement, though, isn't it? It was that everybody needs to do better. It wasn't like he's going to get the rest of the season no matter what.
No,
But you're looking like we're already a draft, right? We're at
at
the
one
bottom of
point
the table,
is it 1 point adrift?
something like that. Aye, 1 point adrift, but still there's a gap, right? Uh, you didn't want that gap growing.
No.
And that's what the problem is. In 3 games, so a lot can change in a week. I suppose the point I made on the Observer earlier on is you can flip it, and if he wins 3 games, we're right up the fucking league. You know, we're into like happy days territory almost, or at least safety. Nobody's talking about relegation anymore. You're like, right, that's good. Just kick on for there. So I think it's a huge week for him. I think if we were to get 3 defeats, I think it might be fatal for him.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I just don't think it's 2 wins to stay though. But I agree that if it's 3 defeats, I think it. If
I
it's two
think 3 draws
defeats,
are enough though. Like I think you need at least one win in there. I think out of those 3 games, you need to win at least one of them. I think 3 points for 9 is
especially with
enough.
2 of them being home games as well, eh?
Aye, and avoid a Sorian. That's the other one. Didn't get hammering off anybody.
Which we've avoided all season.
Aye,
other than the first game of the season.
Yeah. Okay, right. Score prediction, Colin.
2-2.
Oh, the old Desmond.
Aye.
I'll go for a 2-1 Hibs.
Yeah.
I think we'll get the reaction. I genuinely do. I think there's enough in the team, and I don't think Dundee are that great, as shown by that form guide.
Yeah.
That we it's a certainly we'll not take anything from it. So, 2-1 Hibs, and then see what happens going into Tuesday against Aberdeen.
Aye, we need to do another one of these on Monday night.
Aye, squeeze it in after work.
After extra time.
Aye.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube and you've not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the wee button, and you'll get notification when we go live. And if you're not a subscriber to the podcast, go check out our Patreon. You can get a free trial on there. The free trial at the moment, I think, gives you access to all our extra time content. But if you don't want to sign up at all, you can sign up as just like a free member on Patreon, and you get to sample 3 of the extra times that we've done recently as well. Just as a wee teaser, so you can see what it's all about. Right, we will see.